everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. So today I am finishing up my series that I have on the bundles that are on sale. So I will continue to use the bundles. We have some great bundles in this catalog and in our online exclusives. In June, our bundles that are in, see how you see, they're 10% off. So anytime we introduce a bundle in a catalog, or if they're introduced in online exclusives, they are 10% off. And in June of 2024, they're an additional 10% off. So I've been showcasing those. And during this summer, I am also doing all of my cards quick and easy. So I don't want them to look quick and easy. Like, I don't want them to look like, oh, I just stamped and then added a ribbon and an embellishment. I'm doing a little bit to them, so they still look artistic, but I don't want to spend a lot of time because I want you to be able to go out and enjoy your summer and enjoy the weather and garden and water your plants and all the things that we have to do in the summer. So the idea is, and you're really going to see it in today's card, is that we're going to use all of the things to pull them together to make the cards look fabulous, but still come together in less than 15 minutes. 15 minutes has kind of been my goal, to make a super, super cute card in as little time as possible. And then after this week, it'll be a tiny bit confusing because it will still be June. In fact, today is way the middle of June. I have filmed so many cards today because we're leaving for vacation. So I'm trying to get all of the cards filmed. So I've just been filming. In fact, I just had to bribe my cats because all three of them were up on the table. There was no place for me to work. So they're all busy having treats because they were like, excuse me, you have not left this area for quite some time. So it'll be a little confusing because I am going to move on to some other bundles, but they're going to be available in July. They're online exclusive, so they will be 10% off when they're introduced in July, but they won't be additional 10% off. One of them, and from if you're in my online card club or if you're interested, will be a Christmas in July. It's the first time I've ever done a Christmas in July for card club, but the suite is phenomenal, so I really want to use it. So those last couple of days of June, we're going to switch over. But till then, I have... this will be the last one, so we're getting close by the time this posts to the end of June. So all of these I have posted, and then I have one more today. But take a look at all of the wonderful bundles that are in your catalog. And if you've missed any of these tutorials, you can go back and have a look. This is Market Goodness. And then I have other ones that I posted, like when the catalog first came out. Like, I never got back to the seashells. I never really hit the suites that I did when the catalog first came out, and some of them aren't quick and easy. Well, they're not, none of them are hard, but some of them sometimes the coloring takes a little bit longer. So just go back to you can pull up the channel up on my channel and just pull up my videos, and then you can see all of them. So this is Market Goodness. This is super quick, super easy, the little duck set, but I used the frog, not the ducks. This one, I love this card. This is the TV one. So we have a little stay tuned for an important message, and then the news flash. And then this one is so sweet. And this bundle is like 20 bucks right now while it's on sale. Just a little new baby card. And then today we're going to finish off with the Friendly Fins bundle. And we are going, again, all of these, like with the ducks, I will go back, I'll circle back to them and really use the bundle and use all of the pieces in the bundle because several of them, the baby one, it could probably never be the art of stamping because there's not that much in it. But some of these, there's so many pieces. There's so many little sea guys in here that we could really play with it. Same with the ducks. See, I could really do something spectacular, but not in 15 minutes. So I'll go back to them. So if you buy it, don't feel like, well, that's all she's going to do with it. I will try to do one more card at least with all of these. So here's one that I have shown you in the past. My daughter designed this one. This is actually her bundle. So she designed this card and I borrowed it from her, as was Market Goodness. That was her bundle that I borrowed. I don't own them all. And as I started looking, I was like, oh, I should have got that one. I would have run out of time and I would have felt guilty. So as it was, I barely squished in that baby set. But this is the Friendly Fins. So I used almost all of the dies on the card. I had the bubbles, but you couldn't see them. And in in the interest of quick, I took the bubbles off because I'd cut them out of window sheet and it was taking too long to put them on. They were super cute, but not super quick. So I removed them. And then the rest that I didn't use, just cut out the stamps that we didn't use. Here's the stamps. And then here's what's going to make our card just spectacular is this paper. So this is the In Colors, the new In Colors, and it is called the 2024-2026 In Color Glimmer Paper. And you can see it comes in 12 by 12 in all 5 of the new colors. And that is going to make our card look spectacular, and it's going to be super quick. So the first thing we want to do, where did I put my paper? Here it is I'm going to use a base of Smoky Slate. And I debated because all these guys are so cute. So how are you supposed to pick which one? I wanted to use the Hammerhead Shark because I think he's the cutest, but Carissa had already used him on her card. So I went with, oh gosh, I have every spring I restart my migraine medicine and it makes you lose words. I know what it is. It'll come to me in a minute, but I used that. Sometimes, you know, when you take the medications that make you lose words and then there's a word like that you just never use, it'll just all of a sudden, the only thing I can think of, you know, my husband's from Australia, my daughter was born there, I can think of Steve Irwin. Oh, that's awful, isn't it? It is a stingray. There we go. Oh, mercy. So I'm going to stamp my little stingray guy in Memento. So in most of the quick and easy cards, I have not colored, or if I have colored, it's been super simple. So this is going to be a super simple colored card. And then I went with the birthday, because this particular birthday card, the colors, and could be guys for kids, for adults, for boys, for girls. It just covers the gamut because it's just bright, it's cheerful, it's under the sea, right? And it's anything. So you're not limited. It's also one of the ones that we are doing at my in-person camp. So I have Smoky Slate, and that was because of my, is it a stingray? Is that what I said? Now I can't even remember. That seems, no, I don't know. And if it's not right, then, you know, it'll come back to me later and I'll be like, why did I even say that? So it's whatever this is. So I'm going to use my dark Smoky Slate and just kind of add some highlights around the edge. Remember, it's quick and it's easy, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time coloring, because this is where even if you intend to go quick and easy, you can suck all your time right up. So the important thing when you're doing something like this is to keep the area around their little face a little bit lighter. So let's just go like that. And then I got my light Smoky Slate, and we'll just blend this in. I have my scrap paper sitting right next to me. It's not a stingray. What is it? I feel like getting asking Siri, but I have my Wi-Fi turned off so I can film. It is the whole time. If I didn't try to think about what it was, it would just be there. Because we also have a dolphin and a hammerhead. So, you know, those, because I don't need to think of them. So now that I'm around her little face, I'm just going to go like this. So there we go. And now I'm going to take my brush tip, and I want to leave the tiniest bit of white. So I'm just going to use the brush tip and just kind of fill that in like that. All the coloring that we're going to do. Now I'm going to take all of my dies, and you can see that I have kind of just divided them up so they're on all the colors. And then she's going to get trimmed out of this. My happy birthday, I am literally just going to cut a rectangle around. And I'm going to send these through my cut and emboss machine. All right, so I've cut those all out. Oh, the static in here is awful once you turn your air conditioning on. Dimensional backs that are sticking to all of my plates. I have cut a 1/4 sheet, well, it's 4 by 5 1/4 of white cardstock, and then this is the So Swirly folder, and I'm gonna put this through my cut and emboss machine. So with it, you can put a half a sheet of cardstock in here. It goes in, and to run it through, it is not a 3D, so it takes 2 of the clear. I just had the other one in my hand and I was moving the dimensionals off of it. So I'm going to run this one through. Here it is. It takes 2 of this, not the gray plate. So I've had a couple of people say theirs wasn't working right, and it's because this is the sandwich that you need to make this one work. All right, so here it is. Gives a nice little stand-in for some water on our card. Now we just have to put this together. So I did add ribbon, but I didn't really want a bow because it's not, I mean, you're under the sea, right? Where are you gonna put a bow at? And I needed some way to kind of anchor the piece of coral that we've cut out of Summer Splash. And I wanted to show you that you have kind of another large piece. You could cut a couple more pieces of coral out of this. Quick and easy, I didn't do it. But there's paper that you might not want to waste, and you could do that with if you wanted to. So what I did is I laid this on here, and I kind of decided the 2/3 way up on my card. It has all these fun like little 3-dimensional things it puts in it. So I laid it here, and then I went with this ribbon, which is the striped iridescent. And instead of making a bow, I just added some for the extra color and kind of water effect it gave to it. So we're going to add it here. You're definitely going to need glue for this. I'm going to use my fine tip. I'm not a huge fan of green glue. The green glue would work. Part of the reason I don't like green glue is because it gets on my nails, and then it's very hard to get off. So I just like this, but you can use whichever glue is your preference. You could use the sticky sheets, except on some of these I like to have the difference and have the lift. And then this makes a nice little over here for where these kind of are just hanging up in the air. It kind of gives it a little bit of ground. And this is the only place where I'm going to actually use some adhesive. My cats are back. So now they're on the back of my chair, so I'm losing chair. I have actually no place to. I'm going to add a tiny bit of adhesive to sit because they're on the back of the chair. I don't know if you can hear them. Hopefully they don't decide that they would like to kind of fight. There's a little hints of blue on the back, which I don't mind. The first time I made the card, I did rub some Pool Party on it, and I didn't like it. There was too much going on the card. So I thought that I cleaned it all off, but apparently I didn't get it as clean. I didn't want to get it wet because before I filmed, I was afraid that it would be wet. So I did it just with a damp chamois, and apparently it didn't get it all off. So that's what that Ever So Light, I don't know if it's picking it up on camera. There's barely any on there, but there is a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick this on my card, so as I glue things on, I don't have to move it. They got down. All 3 of them did not fit with me, and I guess they figured if I wasn't getting up, they needed to. So now it's just kind of put it wherever. I did put my happy birthday on because it is, other than it is a stingray. The longer I cut, I'm like, it's a stingray. The word, sometimes, you know, words don't feel like it's the right one. So I wanted to add a little bit more ribbon. I guess I will add some adhesive here. I think the first time I just used a dimensional, but I can see that it's raising up back there on my practice card. So let's stick this here. And I just used this before, but this will help it stay down a little bit better. And then we can build all of our stuff swimming around the coral in our words. So here's our happy birthday. And then we'll add our little stingray girl. You always want to start from your largest pieces and work down because it's easier to fit in the tiny pieces than it is to fit a bunch of tiny pieces on and then have to try to go back and fit the big piece around. This, you might want to also add a little bit of glue to your dimensional, just because sometimes dimensionals don't hold great on the ribbon. Here, now I'm going to use glue. Have a little bit of, I don't know if they're rocks or if they're sea foam. And then this piece just kind of helps this look a little bit taller and gives a little bit of dimension if that's a little bit lower. Then we have a little pink lobster. She's going to be swimming down here. Then this is actually 2 dies, but it makes 3 fish because there's the 1 goldfish, the larger one. So you could do them out of more colors, but I just kept it going. The 1. And then, so the 1 cuts that one, and then there's a 1 die that does 2 little fish. Which would also be fun if you would like to scrapbook some kids eating goldfish. Down there. And then there's the shell. Which I also did in pink. This is Petunia Pop, and this is pretty in pink. And then one last piece. Another piece of coral. And that's all. And obviously you could put more. Remember, mine's quick and easy. And sometimes when you're a more is more person, which I definitely am, and if you watch my channel, you know that 11 months out of the year, I'm going to do more is more. So it's nice sometimes to remember you can stop, and it looks just as good when you stop. So I felt like my stingray was, like, she didn't look like she belonged in the rest of the Under the Sea. That's the dirty one. I have lots of Stellas on my table right now. If you've been doing any of my current classes, you know I'm in a Stella kind of mood. So I didn't Stella the whole thing. I just gave her a little bit of wisp of, so she just had a little bit of sparkle. So she looked like she went in this part of Under the Sea. And then I used the iridescent faceted gems. We do have gems that are in these colors, but remember I said I tried to stick on those window sheet bubbles, and that was taking too long. They would be super cute, and if you have, you know, another 20 minutes to stick on some window sheet bubbles, super cute. But these kind of did the same thing, where they just looked like bubbles without nearly as much work. And add the sparkle. They match really well. So I did, let's do 3 of the big ones and then 2 of the little ones kind of going up. So we have 5. So really, it doesn't take much work at all. It's the paper that's doing all the work. You might want to lay something heavy on the ones that are on the ribbons. The glue kind of gets down below it. They're all going to look basically the same because the die cuts do the work for you. So there you go. That concludes my bundle series for the quick and easy. My July cards will still say stay pretty quick because I'm a summer girl and I want to, it's from my market card. It's what happens when you just keep filming. It's like these fish, I just keep swimming. Just keep filming, just keep filming. I am too. When I have club to film, those cards are done, but then I haven't created anything with the online exclusives because I didn't want to get lost playing in those. It's brand new stuff. I barely even looked at it. I did the unboxing for you guys, but then I haven't looked at it since. But I had to get these filmed, and then everybody that's coming to my in-person camp, these are their cards. So as I filmed them, I put them in the bucket, I cut the paper, so I had a process going, and now I'm to the end of at least what I was finished. But my cards in July will also be easy. Probably not my Christmas in July, but my club cards have not been easy. And my Thoughtful Journey class, those were not quick and easy either. But as far as just my tutorials for the masses, those are going to be quick and easy still in July. So everybody have a great day, and I will catch you back here later. Bye.